No, look back. Look back in our notebook. So we gotta do 6 times 2/3.
Yeah.
And that's all. And then we have to draw a model. Do a rectangle. So we gotta do 6 spaces.
That's too close to our solution.
No, let's just do the bar.
It says 6 spaces.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Just do 6 lines. 5. Then count it. I think that's 7.
5, 6.
Yeah, 7. Erase it. Just erase it.
Okay. So we draw a model. Oh, wait a minute. How many times does this need to be partitioned? 3 times. Good job. 1, 2. Now, how many are we going to shade? We're going to shade in 2. So go ahead and do that, please. That represents 2/3. That's one set of 2/3. Okay? But according to the problem, how many groups of 2/3 do we actually need?
6.
We need 6 groups of 2/3. So you're going to have to draw a few more models. Okay? So let's draw another model. So here's the good thing. Instead of us each drawing 6, we can just use all the models we've drawn to get 6 times 2/3. Okay? So this is one group of 2/3, correct? So 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
so we're going to use these 3 models over here, okay? All right, so we have this one group of 2/3 and this group of 2/3. These 2 groups of 2/3, those 2 groups of 2/3. All right, let's fill them in, and as we fill them in, we're going to erase them over here, okay? So if I fill this in right here, Kenneth, erase that from yours. Just erase that shaded part. All right, great job. If I fill this one in here, erase that shaded part. If we have one whole figure shaded in, what does this figure right here represent? What number? Just this model right here. It represents what number?
3/3.
Okay, and 3/3. Hold on. 3/3. This is the same thing as 3/3. 3/3 represents what number? 1 whole. Okay, so then how many wholes do we have? Let's count them.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So then 2/3 times 6 equals what? 4. Okay, how do we represent that as a fraction? Let's count each individual piece.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So we have 12 pieces shaded, and we partitioned them each into 3 pieces, correct? So 12/3 is the same as 4 wholes. So for our solution, how many boys does Angela have in her reading group? How many boys does she have in her reading group? She has 4 boys in her reading group. So go ahead and write 4. For the solution.
My friend Milka dice que necesitamos 100 pennies for $1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, necesitamos. ¿Cuántos de estos? 10. Oh, vamos a ver. ¿Cuántos de estos? ¿Cuántos de estos necesito? 4. ¿Y cuánto vale esto? 25 centavos. Y si necesito 4. Oh, mira para acá. Very good. Thinking, Milka, muy bien. ¿Cuánto es? Un 25 más un 25 más un 25 más un 25. ¿Cuánto es? $1. Eso es igual a 100 de 100, que es igual a $1. Very good, Mika. 1.00. Qué belleza, chicos, recuerda estar en nivel 0.5.
Déjalos ahí un momento. 30. Tenemos 30. ¿Cuánto hay? 10. 30. 40. No van a ver. No van a ver que no. No, pero si esto ponemos $5. Esto hay un dólar. Entonces serían 100 de 100. Entonces sería 100 o podríamos hacer 200. Pero esto no se suma. No se cambia el 100. ¿Verdad? Pero hay que cambiar el 2. Ok, estos son los dos 100. Son los aquí. Los pennies hay que usar ya porque ya tenemos los 100. Yo los pennies.
Write down the menus. Everybody had to make choices on which item they wanted to have on the list. For example, where was it? The enchilada was mine, and we had to all agree on things.
Like on the price?
And the people made prices depending on the food and how much of it there was, and also the sides.
The chefs is also what matters because we draw. Ursula was in.
So people would look at the menu, and then they would look at their choices, and then they would have fake money, and then they would look at the choices, and they would see.
Did everybody have the same amount of fake money?
No. It just depended on how much the teacher gave. Anyway, so they gave choice, so they got the menu, and then they would take the order, and then while the chefs made it, they would go to the cash register and spend the money that they needed for what they made, and then the chefs would draw a meal like this.
If they wanted to order something on the menu, but they didn't have the right amount of money, what happened?
Well, sometimes the teacher would give them more money. Sometimes they would just have to deal with it. Sometimes they would storm out of the classroom. Sometimes
They would talk to the manager. They'd be like, "Where's the manager?"
What did that help you guys see about choices and their limited resources?
Well, the limited resources was you had to take what you got, and then you had to choose wisely what would be the best deal
And how much money you would get.
and what you would be getting for it.
And
The whole point of it, I feel like, was deciding the nutrients in all of that, and then people making choices in all of the things.
yeah, and you can give the chefs tips. I gave Ursula the rest.
We had a lot of tips at the end.
Oh yeah, everybody just gave. Joseph gave a $10,000 tip for some reason.